Coverage you can count on continues now with a proposal to shut down a multi-billion-dollar project in the CSRA. The MOX project in Aiken employs more than 1,000 people. Ann Maxwell breaks it down for us live in the studio.
Jenny, the Department of Energy's budget proposes a 20% increase for funding of waste cleanup at SRS. It says that waste poses the highest risk for the public, workers, and the environment, so removing it is a top priority. But at the bottom of the priorities is MOX, which, as you said, employs more than 1,000 people in Aiken, and the DOE is calling for its elimination.
The future of an over-budget, behind-schedule project is back on the table. President Trump's Department of Energy's budget proposal suggests cutting the Mixed Oxide Fuel Fabrication Facility, or MOX, project, like it did last year, and like President Obama's budget did in 2016. However, local leaders have kept funding alive, and they plan to continue fighting for it.
And you have this vast investment here and a fantastic facility.
So what is this facility? It's the result of a now-defunct agreement with Russia to dispose of 34 tons of plutonium that can be used to make nuclear weapons. It would take that plutonium and convert it into fuel with the goal of selling it to commercial nuclear reactors. But independent SRS watchdog Tom Clements says no one's buying.
U.S. reactors use uranium, so they don't have any customers. And if they have customers, tell us about them, but they wouldn't be able to use the fuel until the facility was operating.
Production was supposed to commence in 2016, but a DOE report from that year puts the completion date at 2048 and total costs at $17.7 billion. About $5 billion has been spent on construction so far.
The supporters of the MOX project would say they would need $800 million a year to have a really robust program, and last year they fought for $500 million. And they only got $340 million, and they can't make a lot of progress at that fairly low level.
The DOE's budget proposal calls for $279 million to shut the project down. It also proposes $59 million to dilute and dispose of the plutonium, mixing it with inert material and sending it off to be buried in a nuclear waste dump.
Again, this is just the Department of Energy's proposal. The final decision on what to do with MOX is up to Congress.